Hello guys, my name is Balkrishna Srivastava and welcome to Code with PK. So in this video we write Java code solution for question 3 of ICSE 2025 Computer Applications Board's Specimen Paper, which is this question. So before we begin, it is a request to please subscribe to my channel, because out of 100 viewers only 3 to 5 are subscribed. More than 95% of my audience is not subscribed, and a subscription is very important. So please do subscribe to my channel. So let's begin. So this is the question that we have been given. Okay, question 3 of ICSE 2025 Computer Applications Specimen Paper for class 10 students. Alright. Okay. So you have to write a class bank that has these 4 data members, and this problem is basically to calculate compound interest. Okay. So we have double P to store the principal, double N to store the time in period in years, double R store the rate of interest, double A stores the amount. Okay, all data members are doubles, and then you have a function to accept input values for P and N. So you take values of principal and time, then you calculate amount based on the following conditions. First you have to calculate the rate based upon these conditions, then you calculate the amount, and then you display in the following format. So we will have to use printf. Okay, we can use print and println as well. Okay, but I'll show you how to use printf as well. Okay, then you write a main method to create an object and call the web methods. Okay, so I have to write a class bank. So I'm going to write a class bank in this very file. I'll say private data members. Okay, because these are data members are private, member methods and constructor is public. So you have double P. Okay, you have 3 other doubles NRA. So I'm simply gonna copy paste NRA. Okay, next comes the constructor, but there is no requirement for a constructor here. There is no requirement here that says that you have to write a constructor, so we can skip it easily. Okay, it is not asked. Then we need to write accept to input values using scanner class methods only, and it is specifically given here, no buffer reader, no data input stream. Okay, so you must use scanner class object. Okay, so I'm going to say public because this is a member method, void accept. Okay, I will have to create a scanner class object to scanner equal to new scanner system.in. Okay, input the principal amount. Okay, so I'm going to print the prompt message system out.print enter principal amount. Okay, and this input is a double value because the principal amount, the type for your principal amount is double. So we say P that stores the principal amount is equal to scanner dot next double. Okay, similarly we read the time. Okay, so instead of principal amount we say input time in years. Okay, which is also going to be a double value. So I'm going to say in time in years. Okay, and I'll say time stores in N. Okay, these are the two inputs that you need to accept in your accept method. Okay, then you have to write the method calculate. So public void calculate. Okay, so you need to calculate rate of interest first, and then you use the rate of interest, time and the principal to calculate the amount, final amount that you will get, including your compound interest after this tenure. Okay, so this value A is the entire amount that you get after n years. Okay, that after the time duration. If you subtract P from this, you get the compound interest that you get after the given time period. Okay, so first calculate rate of interest up to half, that is up to 0.5. that's why time is in doubles. Okay, so up to 0.5 rate is 9%. so in my calculate I have to calculate rate first. So I'll say if my time is less than equal to 0.5, okay, less than equal to half years, up to, I say my rate, which is R, is 9%. Okay, and don't get confused by the fact that you have to use 0.09 if you want to store percent, because R is being divided by 100 here. So 9 will be converted to 0.09. Okay, you just have to set the values based upon the table given. So if n is less than equal to 0.5, you just set R to 9. Okay, else if up to 1 year we have R equal to 10. So n less than equal to 1 year, your R is 10. Okay, else if n is less than equal to 3. Okay, your R is 11. Okay, and for all the other cases, that is for all the other time period greater than 3, you have R equal to 12. Okay, calculate the rate. Okay, so rate is calculated, then we calculate the final amount after n years. Okay, so my value a, which has to store the final amount. Okay, I don't need any local variable anywhere. Okay, they are all data members. You say a equal to p1 plus r by 100 into power n. So first multiplication of two variables is happening. P is multiplied with the second term. So I say p is multiplied with a second term. Okay, which I'll put in this parenthesis. Now what is the term in the parenthesis? 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. So a to the power b, a is this 1 plus r by 100 thing and b is n. So if I do math.power, oh, it has to be a to the power b. Okay, so a is 1 plus r by 100. A is 1 plus r by 100. And then your b is, okay, to the power n, which is simply. So your calculate is done as well. We want to the part where we have to display, so I'll say public void display. Okay, and you have to display in the following format. So principal, then time, then rate, then amount. So I'm going to print out the header line first. Okay, that says principal, time, rate, amount, and then the values. Okay, I'm going to use system.out.printf. Okay, and how do you use printf in detail? The video about it is already uploaded on my channel. The link for that video you will be able to find in the description of this video, and in very detail I have explained how system.out.printf works. Okay, so if you have to print principal, time, rate, amount, so principal I will say I will give it 15 characters left aligned, time I'll give 10 characters left aligned, rate I'll give 10 characters left aligned, amount 10 characters left aligned. So for principal I give percent minus 15s, 15 characters left aligned, then I give percent minus 10s for time, and similarly for the remaining two. Okay, and then I change the line as well, because by default printf will not change a line. Okay, and my next output should be starting from the next line. Then we have principal. Okay, this string will be replaced by principal, time, rate, amount. So then we have time, rate, amount. Okay, and then the next line of input is the corresponding value. So what you can do, your next line of input can be aligned in the very same manner. Okay, we just print values now. That is, instead of the word principal I say rupees dot plus p. So this will form a string which will be placed in 15 characters left aligned. Okay, then similarly for time I can do, okay, n plus years. Now even if you do simply n here and simply p here, that's okay, but n plus years, it just looks better. Okay, then for rate we can have r plus percent. Okay, 9%, 10%, 11%, 12%, whatever that is. And for amount I can do the same thing, rupees plus a. Okay, so my class is done. I need to create a object in the main method and call the above methods. So I create bank equal to new bank. Okay, and this is calling the default constructor, and we know if we do not provide any constructor from our side into a class, then there will be a default constructor by default provided by Java, which is being called here. And the reason we did not write a constructor, because that was not a part of the requirement. It is nowhere mentioned in the question that you have to write a constructor. Okay, so you don't write it. Okay, then we call bank.accept first, because we want to accept the values of principal and time. Then we do bank.calculate. Okay, we calculate the values, and then bank.display. Right? So my main method is done as well. Let me just run this. So my principal amount I'll say 10,000. Yep. Time in years I'll say 5 years, and this is what my output looks like. Okay, and this is correct. Okay, you can run it on some other compound interest calculator. The final amount after 5 years for 10,000 to 12% comes up to this. Okay, now these are a lot of decimal places. What if I don't want them? Okay, I can set decimal number of places here, but then I'll have to pass a double type value. I can set the number of decimal places here itself by using string dot format. Okay, you format into a double containing two decimal places, and the double value is when you pass the amount. Now when you run this with 10,000 and 5 years, I get two decimal places. Okay, let me run again. I'll say 10,000, okay, for 0.2 years. Okay, then we can have another case. If I do 10,000 for 1 year, okay, 10%. Okay, then if I do 10,000 for 2 years, okay, I get this. And if I do 10,000 for 3 years, 10,000 for 3 years, I get. Okay, all right. So this was the solution for your question 3 of ICSE 2025 Computer Applications Board Specimen Paper. So the other question for this ICSE 2025 Computer Applications Board Specimen Paper will be solved, and if they are already solved, you can find the link of those videos in the description of this video. Please check it out. Okay, so I hope you like this video and this was helpful. So if there's any doubt, there's a part you do not understand, please let me know in the comments. I always try to answer all the comments, and you can also let me know in the comments if there's a question you want to solve or this concept you want to discuss. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching.